Hello everyone, how are we all today? Can you hear me? Yes you can. And welcome to a random stream. Yes, Beardo said he was ill, so I thought I'd jump in. I wasn't going to, but then I saw a Reddit post. So we'll get into that eventually. But we'll just have a chat about whatever the hell we want. Hang on. There you go, it's better. I am in my snooty today. Because it's bloody cold. And yeah, I thought we'd just have a chat of absolute balls and look at the Reddit post which recently popped up, which is going a bit viral lately. In the UFO community, I'm here for it. God. But anyway, how are we all today? What's everyone been up to? Oh God, I've been out driving most of the day. Excuse me. I thought I was getting a full-blown cold earlier, but my nose seems to have calmed down today. Calmed down the last, say, hour, so... Just watching tired, no problem. Right, before we go further... Thorngrove's welcome. Maps, how's it going? Leanne Lucas, welcome. One Annalisa Supra. Mike O, welcome. Heidi, how's it going? Michael Smoto, welcome. Craig Adams, welcome. Boxing, welcome. Jenny J, how's it going? Gollum of Stone, welcome. Daft Old Dad, sorry, welcome. Tracy, welcome. Bucky, how's it going? Mr. Prism, welcome. Wayne Dawson, how's it going? Belfast Crafty, welcome. Excuse me. Roger Bowen, welcome. Hang on, wait. I'm getting there, I'm getting there, goddammit. Wait, hang on. I'm just seeing the same two names over and over again. I think something's wrong with my chat. Mrs. Prism, welcome. Dragon Ranger, how's it going? Paula Williams, welcome. Paula Wills, sorry, welcome. Peter Jindobry. Oh, Kathy Lee, welcome. Nikki, how's it going? Wild Ball Man attacks? Yeah, damn right. I still haven't been able to shave. I'm looking for thumbnails for my channel. Unfortunately, I keep biting mine. Nice. Ronnie SG, how's it going? Sponge, welcome. Megan Behind Blue Eyes, welcome. Yvette State, welcome. Almost there. I swear we're almost there. I think. Oh, I skipped. God damn it. Wait. Sas Videras, welcome. Jen Mulcahy, how's it going? Girly Twirly, welcome. I think I have everyone. It's skipped, but I think I have everyone. Can you repeat your celebration dance from yesterday for all those of us who missed it? Well, for those who don't know, I completed Alan Wake 2 last night. All by myself. Bob Gildebrun, welcome. I completed Alan Wake 2. It only took me 2 months and 26 hours, but I did it. And yes, I had a little dance at the end of the stream. And it also got copyrighted. But it's fine. I don't make anything off my live streams anyway. But yeah, I completed the game. I'm so bloody happy. Brilliant game. There was 2 extremely frustrating parts in that game, which I almost quit. But brilliant game. I loved that game. Absolutely loved that bloody game. Requiem, I heard Alan Wake 2 stream was AI fake news. Possibly Requiem, and welcome, by the way. Robert Henley, you didn't speak. Well, I'll say hello anyway, but Michael, thank you for the gifted. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Nice hoodie. It's the warmest thing I own. It's not very flattering. Like I said, I look like Uncle Fester or Dom DeLuise. One of them. But, yeah. Major Truth, welcome. So yeah, it was a successful stream last night. 5 bloody hours though. 5 hours. It's the longest stream I've ever done, I think. I think it's the longest I've ever done. I go play Time Splitters Rewinds. I used to love the original Time Splitters. I have a onesie on and a pint of Jack Daniels. Bloody hell. Jesus, calm down. Blue Sky Lisa, welcome. Megan, thank you for the 21 months. Find out where your mom got the hoodie. I will. I'll ask her. I will ask her. She had it for me for Christmas, I think, a year ago, I think. Rewind is worth... Oh, it's free, really? Oh, I'll definitely look at that one, then. I shall definitely look at that one. You put a link in Discord. I will have a look. Went off after 2 hours, watched the full rugby. Oh, my God. I didn't see the rugby. Wales against South Africa, but my word. I know the outcome. The longest stream I've ever done was 7 hours. God. My buttocks would definitely be aching standing or sitting if I was doing 7 hours. So what's next on the radar after Alan Wake? Well, I was thinking about this today. Me and Rich are definitely going to do Little Nightmares. We were going to do something earlier, but the game we wanted to try, or I wanted to try, the demo is no longer available, unfortunately. So that's on the cards. But I was thinking, I can't go back to Alan Wake for at least 6 months. I have to have a break from Alan Wake. I have to. It was a huge game. Took a lot of my concentration doing all the puzzles all by myself. So my plan is I'm going to do little ones in between. Little Nightmares being one of them. I'll ask Rich what he wants to do, whether he wants to do a live stream or a video. I'm not sure, because I think you can complete that in like 2 hours or something, or 3 hours. I'm not sure. But in between the little ones, I was thinking about it earlier. I think I'm going to go to Control. I think I have to, after all the connections with Alan Wake and Control, and me saying, "Oh my God, that's Control." A lot of people probably didn't have a clue what I was talking about. So I think we'll go back to Control. I have played it before. I've played it twice, actually. But it's been a couple of years. And I think it'll be good to have Control to show everyone why my mind is blowing a lot of the times playing Alan Wake. So I think it'll be good. No help at all, Mrs. Prism. Absolutely not. Control is supposed to be great. It's a brilliant game. It's one of my favorite games. It's the same developers as Alan Wake 2. Same like graphical style, art style. Same atmosphere. It's more action based in Control, but it's such a good game. And like I said, I played Control a couple of years back, and until I played Alan Wake 2, I had no idea how much that connected with the world of Control. The same universe, basically. It's really good. Remember Atty in Alan Wake 2? Atty, the janitor, the weird little janitor who popped up from time to time? Seemed to know more than he was letting on. He's in Control. That's why I love that game. I'm one who don't know Control. There you go. See? A lot of you probably won't. So I think it'll be good to play Control. Dean Bailey, welcome, by the way. Susan Hornby, how's it going? Sorry if I've missed anyone. COVID Librarian, welcome. Yeah, so Control will be the next big game. But I do plan on doing little ones in between. Because as much as I absolutely loved Alan Wake 2, it sucked my gaming life a bit. It overtook my world of streaming a video game, so... I mean, Control is a fairly decently biggish game, but I know you can complete that way less time than Alan Wake 2. I'm pretty sure you can, anyway. That's less brain taxing. The story is bizarre as shit, exactly like Alan Wake 2, but as far as like gameplay stuff, is less taxing on the brain. I don't know Control either, but I hardly understood the lore of Alan Wake. Well, honestly, Control I think will help a little. Because, you know, in Alan Wake 2 you had stuff like altered world events and objects of power. And unless you play Control, you probably don't know exactly what they mean in Alan Wake 2. So I think it'd be really cool to go back to it and play it on stream. Lumi Bear, oh, welcome. Max Payne is in the same universe. Yes, just renamed because Rockstar has a license. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Alan Wake 2, Casey. Agent Casey. He clearly had the character of Max Payne in that game, and I loved it. Every time I saw references to other games I've played, I thought, oh my god, this is brilliant. This is absolutely bloody brilliant. And take it off for a bit. I got a mate to help me with Stranger Things, Mr. Grey. Thanks for the hint. Nice, nice. I can't wait. I can't wait for the next few episodes of Stranger Things. I cannot wait. Monique, welcome. Have we all caught up on Stranger Things yet? Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up. My emojis are resisting me today. Using YouTube is so random lately. I'm getting weird stuff. I think they've updated stuff on YouTube without telling everyone again. So, because I'm getting weird shit on my channel page is very annoying. I just wish they would tell us when they do that stuff. Started playing Control, but never finished it for some reason. Interesting. I felt like Mr. Doe was supposed to be Martin Hatch from Quantum Break, but Lance Reddick died before he could be in Alan Wake. Okay. Quantum Break, I haven't. I said this in the stream yesterday. I started playing Quantum Break about a year ago because it went up on Game Pass. Because I thought I've played Control. I want to play Alan Wake 2, and I know Quantum Break is, I think, in the same universe. I can't remember now. So I installed it on Game Pass. I was really enjoying it. First, like, say, 45 minutes, I thought, oh, yeah, I'm really going to love this game. Then I got to this point. For those who haven't played Quantum Break, sorry. It's to do with time slips. Basic time travel, essentially. But you get to this part where you have to activate this time slip machine. And my screen went nuts. I couldn't see anything. And apparently it's a graphical glitch, which is only with the Game Pass version, which Game Pass will not fix. So I had to uninstall it, unfortunately. But I'd love to go through Quantum Break, because I was enjoying it. I've only got to episode 3 of Stranger Things so far. They're pretty long. They are. I prefer the longer episodes myself. My Steam library isn't 5% games I play, 95% games that I look great, but I rage quit after the first death half an hour of playing. Yeah, I got some like that. I have some like that. So what was the big new alienish thing you see, Mr. Graham, on the edge of the sea? Well, we'll get to that. No, we'll just have a chat about whatever the hell we want first. And we will get to it. Don't worry, we will get to it. I just thought we'd have a chat. You know, I like chatting bollocks, as you know. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, are you talking about... Wait, what did I say? Lance Reddick. When I read Lance Reddick, I was thinking Lance Henriksen for some reason. Yes, Lance Reddick was amazing. It's very sad he passed away. Yeah, he was so good. So good. Aloy. He had the best voice, which nobody can replicate, if you ask me. He was the guy in Destiny as well. When he passed away, I was still playing Destiny 2 at the time. It was brilliant. You go into the hub of Destiny 2, and his character is always on the far left of the hub, where you go to and pick up missions, and he'd speak to you. And, welcome, traveler, all that. And everyone was kneeling. On the day he passed away, everyone in that game was kneeling, sort of paying their respects. Oh, I've never been so bloody heartbroken and touched by a game ever when that happened, honestly. It was so good. So good. 3i Atlas is a real spaceship. I got almost to the end of Quantum Break, but got stuck on the final boss fighting great. Oh, I could not rage quit at the final boss. Petals, welcome. Brent Mackey, how's it going? Mama Geeko, welcome. Sorry if I missed everyone. I know Quantum Leap, me too. Excuse me. R.I.P. Lance Reddick, he was awesome in Fringe. I never watched Fringe, but I've heard it's really, really good. I just watched an entire season of Rings of Power. What a load of shit. I still have not watched that. I've heard mixed feelings about that show, but I still have not watched it yet. I've been meaning to get to it for about 2 years. Maybe longer. I don't know how long it's been out now. I probably will. Oh, excuse me. Martin Weller, welcome. A Little Miss Mayhem, how's it going? I did plan on making a video today as well. But I did other things. Spookfest, welcome. It's crap. Oh, Rings of Power. Someone in work, you don't work with us anymore. He loved it. But yeah, I'll probably watch it eventually. But at the same time, I'll watch the Uncharted movie probably. Losing Lance in Destiny 2 was almost as sad as losing Cade 6. Yes. Yes, Steve Lacey, welcome. Yeah, honestly, the day Lance Reddick passed away, you went into the hub of Destiny 2 and everyone was kneeling at him. It was a sight to see. It was like the coming together of video game nerds. It was the best. I'm still... Mr. Prism, me too. I am still waiting for 3 Body Problem Season 2. Me too. I've watched it twice now. I love that series. Loved it. James Hetfield, well, he voice acted Zavala. Yes, he did. Yes, that's what I was saying. When Lance Reddick passed away, all the video game nerds, including myself, came together to pay our respects to the character he played in Destiny 2. It was really good. I kneeled for Lance of the Tower. Me too, Dean. Me too. Rings of Power was okay in my opinion, very hit and miss. And that Lady Warrior's character was poorly done. I don't know. I'll watch it at some point. Anna, welcome. Have you seen Blake 7? Or the original one? I've seen the original. Did they remake it? I need you to watch more anime than Akira. I need someone to chat anime with. Hey, I'd happily watch more. Has to be a specific one, mind. If it's too cutesy, I can't watch that kind of thing. Has to be more adult orientated. I'm not talking boobs, right? I'm not talking boobies. It's alright, but you know. But I'm a big fan of Akira. I need to watch stuff similar to that. If you know what I mean. I paid my respects, yes. He did a series about mysteries that was really good. Oh, I haven't seen that. Did you watch Dirk Gently? I've never watched Dirk Gently. I know of it, but I've never watched it, unfortunately. Noted. I have ideas. Nice. We'll get to that Reddit post now. I think it's interesting, but you know, it's Reddit. Don't forget. Don't forget. Talk to all. I don't know what that means. Drifter is a favorite in Destiny 2. Drifter. I haven't played Destiny for a long while, so I'm not sure what that is. Donna Arnold, welcome. Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, both seasons, is some of the smartest sci-fi I've ever seen, anime or otherwise. I can't remember if I've seen Ghost in the Shell over a mate's house years ago. We might have had a few beers, I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely one I want to watch, Ghost in the Shell, definitely. Has Reddit confirmed the Boswelsh incident? Well, probably. Requiem, probably. Snip, welcome. Constantine and the Dresden Files were 2 series that got cancelled far too early, going back a few lives here. Oh, yeah. I have an issue with people cancelling bloody TV shows before they get a chance to get, you know, going. I've had a few. It's really annoying. Juggler, and they released FBI files on the Bigfoot. How about that? Have they? Where? We'll have to have a look now. Apart from Maximum Boy, I'm a bit reluctant to look at Bigfoot stuff because I got struck for sticking up for a freaking Bigfoot channel, by the way. Giving him his props. He's not a skeptic. I gave him his freaking props. He sent a strike to me, the bastard. I'm not going to go on about it. So I'm a bit reluctant to look at updated Bigfoot stuff. Not the Maximum Boy AI shit, but, you know, actual stuff. Also watched a few of the episodes of The Expanse. I like it so far. Brent, how far in did you get? I was hooked from episode 1, to be honest with you, but how far have you got? What, possibly one of my top 3 shows of all time, The Expanse. I saw Tetsuo once. That was completely nuts. Dirk Gently got cancelled because the director essayed and okay, right. Well, Craig, do not mention Firefly. Don't get me started on Firefly, because if I do, I won't freaking stop. You cannot stop the signal, Craig. You cannot stop the signal. You can't take the sky from me, Craig. God damn it. Don't get me started. Oh, what a show. And I think I mentioned it before. I've been listening to the podcast as well. Once We Were Spacemen. If you were a fan of Firefly and Serenity, or you're a fan of Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion in general, go listen to their podcast. It's really bloody good. Seen Bigfoot at the local pub at Christmas. Nice. The Expanse is so good. I wish they would adapt a lot. COVID, me too. Me too. I would love for them to adapt the last 3 books. It would be so good. That was the good thing about... I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone who haven't seen it, mind. But season 6 of The Expanse, it had an ending, but at the same time, they left it open to possibly go to the next few books, which I liked. They left it open. It wasn't just like, this is the end. No more. At least, even though there was an ending of sorts, they still left it open. So, fingers crossed. I mean, Halloween man, I just woke up. I am a leaf on the wind, yes. Firefly review time. No. Mindhunter, brilliant show. Another one that got cancelled way too early, if you ask me. Brilliant show. Never watched Firefly, mainly because everyone's saying how good it was, being cancelled, so I don't want to watch because I'll get pissed. Golem of Stone, I highly recommend you watch it, because even though it got cancelled, 3 years later, I had a movie made, which sort of tied up some stuff. Still would have loved to have seen it go further, obviously. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but it tied up some stuff from the series, but I recommend anyone to try it. It is annoying that it got cancelled so early, but yeah. I've heard The Orville is getting a new season. Mr. Prism, another show I absolutely love, which I thought I would hate, to be honest with you. I thought I would absolutely hate the Orville, but I absolutely loved it. And I have heard the same thing, yes. Simon, welcome. I'm not watching Pluribus yet. I've heard of it, though. Oh, excuse me. Would love to see another expansion. Oh, me too. Weirdly. Well, it's not weirdly. It's because the news that broke out last week, Stargate. I've been watching Stargate stuff. I think I'm about to dive into that rabbit hole again of Stargate. Because they announced a new sequel. A new continuation of sorts. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Who's your favourite characters in... Are you talking Game of Thrones, Anna? Tormund? The Hound? The Onion Knight? I'm assuming you're talking Game of Thrones. If you're not, I'm just going on now, aren't I? There was a lot. I don't know. I was just chatting to Bigfoot over Guinness last week. Nice. Who mentioned Firefly? I don't know. I'm not going to go around about it. Just a question about aliens. Do you think they've been here like at the time of Egypt or before? For me to answer that, for me to believe that they're here at all, while I absolutely do believe that they could be absolutely 100% be something out there, it has to be, in fact, just from the sheer size of the universe and the ever-expanding universe. I refuse to believe we are it. I refuse to believe that. I don't care about equations and bollocks like that. They're just scientific guesses. But as far as like being back in Egypt, I don't know. Because a lot of stuff in Egypt, I truly believe were man-made. In fact, all of it. I truly believe were man-made. Hodor was a good character, yes. I love Me too, I love Stargate. I love Guy Coleman, he's great and everything. Yeah. Lion, well, your garb is very similar to the monk's robe in Devour. It is a bit, isn't it? It is. Until you said that, I would never have thought of that. But yes, I'm exactly like the character I like playing in that bloody game now. You got around strictly, no problem, Louis Bell, no problem. Priority Paranormal, welcome. Catherine Lawrence, welcome. We'll get to the Reddit post now. We will. They could have sent drones. As for proof, aliens love to rant. The phase of Ruby Moon, welcome. Aliens, so annoying. Anton did a video last week. Anton, I know what you're talking about. I do watch his stuff. I haven't watched him for a while, but I know what you're on about. Did a video last week about how it's almost impossible. Then Sabine did one how they could be everywhere. Right, Anton, I can't remember his full name, but I know the channel you're on about. And I do enjoy his channel. I haven't watched it for a long time, though. Petrov, thank you. Mr. DSC, sorry, welcome. I did see his title where they said, we have proved that aliens don't exist or something. I haven't watched the video, so I don't know what he said, but I don't know how you can come to that conclusion when we have barely seen a tiny little percent of our own universe. So I don't know how you can come to that conclusion myself, but I will watch that video at some point. It's mathematically impossible that we're alone. There's trillions upon trillions of other galaxies. James, I'm with you. I am with you on this. And like I said, there are far smarter people than I'll ever be in my entire life who have said, no, they don't exist. But I refuse to believe that. I don't know how they can come to that conclusion myself just on an equation. I refuse to believe it. I'm going to say, even though they're smarter than me, I'm going to say those people are wrong. That's what I'm going to say. I have no proof of that. I have no proof. But just going on the size ratio of our universe, and like you said, trillions upon trillions of galaxies, billions upon billions. So trillions of stars, trillions of billions of galaxies. I can't even think of the number of amount of habitable planets are probably in half of those. Even if they were in half of those galaxies, I refuse to believe we are it. I refuse it. I will go to my grave thinking that. I thought you meant Anton Dubek. No. James Upton, welcome. Ann Wilson, welcome. It was fun live the other evening with you and Rob and the Demogorgon out. It was really good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I wish I didn't have so many Stellas in me there, so I was a bit sharper. Sure, they all live in Area 51. Internet historian leaked it on his video about raiding it. Okay. Random, but you need a salmon emoji. I think it's a good idea, Annalise. And it was Sabine Hosfielder. I don't know who that is. Andrew Petrov, Sabine, a real truth-speaking scientist. Sabine released her video today saying AI is looking most likely conscious. Oh, somebody mentioned that to me yesterday in the stream, actually, so I'll have to look at that. Sabine is a bit iffy. Watch the Professor Dave videos about her. I still like her, but I wouldn't call her a trustworthy source. Well, the problem is, and this is social media in general, the problem is there is a ton of channels. I don't know the Sabine, so I'm not commenting on that, but there are a ton of channels, and there's also 1,000 or you go on Twitter and they're bloody everywhere of truth. Paranormal, truth UFO, truth this, that, and they're like, new alien artifact found in this planet. And it's absolute AI slop tripe made up to engage posts, to get the engagement in posts, and it's ruined Twitter, as far as I'm concerned. It's ruined other forms of social media, and it's why we can't have nice things, basically. And even just in our own galaxy, we have only seen a tiny percentage, let alone others. We have no idea how many planets are out there, let alone how many habitable. Exactly, Dragon Ranger, exactly. Ghost Wiener, welcome. Is it mathematically possible the calculator knows that it runs on batteries? Well, I don't know. I don't know. AI is bloody dumb, already got pissed off with it. Manu, welcome. Right, we'll get to that Reddit post now. I'm enjoying the chat from there. Are you turning into a Celtic Queen? Are you turning into a UFO channel? You should collaborate with Sneezing Monkey. No, I'm not. I have always been an anything I want to talk about channel. That's what I've always been. And yes, I would absolutely collab with Sneezing Monkey. I like his channel. Tons of AI slot pot. Yeah, it's everywhere. Everywhere. These Dark Adventures has... I don't know who These Dark Adventures is, but how do you know they have no balls? When the calculator goes sentient and fights back. Well, there is a calculator heaven after all. Why does YouTube put numbers at the end of our names? Manu, I have no clue. Up until about a month ago, I could see everyone's proper names, and now YouTube did a marvelous thing and updated its shit, and now I see everyone's bloody usernames, sign-in names. It's really annoying. Aliens may not be programmed into this simulation's version. I like it, Lion. I like it. I like it. Bored of AI? Yeah. Sabine is trustworthy with her bullshit meter. She's very educated and collaborated with Roger Penrose, whom worked with Stephen Hawkins. Penrose is the one that educated Stephen Hawkins. Okay, I'll have to have a look. To pass his university. Mr. Stigma, welcome. Talk about anything part of 50 Shades of Grey. No, I've never read the books. I've never seen the films. I know my name did not come from 50 Shades of Grey. I'll just say that right now. Alexis, welcome. What are we talking about? Balls? We're talking many balls. Talking about the universe and aliens right now. And we are going to look at Reddit post now. I'm just going to let more people come in first while we chat absolute balls because I'm enjoying it. I changed mine to this to make it easier to read. Dragon Ranger, yes. Kind of pissed they're leaking all these fancy robots and we still haven't got a Johnny 5 from... Well, that's another thing. Again, this Twitter's the fucking worst, honestly. I've seen post after post of the last, say, 2 weeks. Like, these supposed robots being made... I think it's either China or Japan, I forget. And they're the most lifelike faces... And every post is like, we got a problem. The engagement farming, because clearly anyone with a brain cell can see their AI. But you see absolute numpties believing it all. And it's really annoying. It's really bloody annoying. Book was based on you. What book? Do skeletons get cold? Yes. Yes. Does your when you get older, does your hip ache in the winter? Do your bones ache in the winter? It's because they're getting cold. So yes. I don't believe that. Jenny, what don't you believe? I know you're I think Jenny J is a secret flat earther myself. You've never seen Game of Thrones, Tracy? I love it, even though it didn't land the ending. I know. I still think it was a really good bloody show. Mr. 50 Shades? Nope. Julianne, welcome. Mr. Stigma, I don't know if I've said hello, so I'll say it again. Do ghosts believe in humans? Now that is a question I never hear asked ever in anything. I think it's a brilliant question. Do ghosts believe in humans? Do you know what? A funny thing I actually had in my head ages ago. I was going to do like these little short films I make sometimes. I was going to do one where I was going to be a ghost whilst ghost hunters came into my house. Basically, I was a ghost being a normal person, sick of the ghost hunters coming in and just asking me stupid shit all the time. That was my thing, and I just never got to make it. And that does remind me of it now. Now you said, do ghosts believe in humans? Good question. Australia does in fact exist, yes. Christian Grey had hair and was extra handsome. I agree on that one. No, I ain't that far. Oh, okay, Jen. Not that far gone yet. Today, I'll mostly be eating homemade brownies. Oh, nice, nice. The only Ruby Moon, you should check out Attack on Titan. I've heard of Attack on Titan, and I've seen clips of it on Corridor Digital. And that is definitely one I really want to watch, Attack on Titan, because it looks bananas. Do the gods believe in us? Well, James, that is a question which has been asked for about a couple of thousand years by humanity. I don't think we've had the answer yet. You should make it. I would even voice act for that one. Oh, nice. Okay. Remind me of that ghost episode where they let the paranormal experts in. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen that one. All right, we'll get to that Reddit one though. Eventually. Well, humans are real. Humanity, on the other hand, yeah. Surely they're pissed off at being asked questions and then they This is the thing always get me about paranormal investigators, right? I like them. I'm friends with some. But, you know, they know I'm the skeptical one. Open skeptic, but I am the skeptical one. And I always say, if I was a ghost, right? This is why the more paranormal investigations I see, the more I roll a bit. Nothing against them. It's fine. But this is the way I see it. If I was a ghost and I saw these people come into the place where I haunt, whatever, or where I'm stuck, whatever, right? And they're asking me to make a knock. Please make a knock. Please make a sound. I'm like, I'm not 10 years old. You want to ask me something directly. I'll bloody answer you if I can. Trust me. I'm not a performing monkey. I'm not going to go knocking shit. Ask me something. Ask me something. If I have the power to tell you, I'll bloody tell you. I think a lot of paranormal investigators, they treat ghosts, if they do exist, they treat them like kids. It's the biggest thing I always notice from paranormal investigations. They treat ghosts like they were kids. Please make a knock. Please make a sound. Please come towards us. And I just ask a fucking question. Just ask a normal question you would ask any other human being standing right in front of you. That's the way I see paranormal investigations. And I can't unsee it. This is why, if you've seen me on, like, I've been invited on a few. I got some up on my own channel. I went with a few teams. I've been on other channels with their teams as well. And whenever I've gone on my own thing, I've always said, look, I'm just here to chat. If you want to chat with me, let me know. I'll happily have a chat. I'm not like, please make a sound. I just want to chat. That's all. Not much of an anime person. I only really like Death Note, but I quite liked season 1 of Attack on Titan. Oh, okay. Like Vampire Hunter D. That was supposed to be. I heard that was good. Vampire Hunter D. That was on Netflix, isn't it? I haven't seen it though. And that damn shaving a haircut knock. Only ghosts that lived after 1900s will know it was a song written in 1899. I just had chocolate cubes, homemade with coconut. Oh my god, I got nothing. I got them. Oh, where's my other ones? I got those. They're those, but the chili ones, and they're quite hot. I bought them the other day. They're really nice. Please make a sound, but only one that a rickety old house might make. Exactly, Agony Goose. Exactly. Whenever panel investigators ask, please make a sound, please make a knock. I instantly think, if I was a ghost, I'd say, stop treating me like a bloody kid and ask me a question. Ask me something and I'll tell you if I have the power. Kenny Biddle, welcome. How is it going? Welcome. David James, how is it going? The Side-Eye Guy, welcome. I hope you're well, by the way. I watched your stream. Oh, it was a difficult one, but welcome. I hope you're good. Who's calming down, Little Miss Mayhem? What are we doing? What have I missed? Oh, God, hang on. Chat just skipped again. 1 second. We'll get to that Reddit post now. We will get to it. Give me a second. Peter Ingersoll, welcome. If we believe ghost hunters and their like, the afterlife is horrifyingly terrible. Yeah. That's a good point, Kathleen. If they do exist, can they understand our version of English? Only to about, say, 400 years ago, I think. Or close to it, I think. Something like that, anyway. I mean, obviously it depends what country you're in as well, let's be honest. Legend of the Overfiend probably wasn't designed for my 9-year-old mind, or turned out to be... I'm sorry, I've missed stuff now. I've missed stuff. Feral Goth Girl, welcome. I completely agree, Mr. Grey. I work in a haunted building. I've never been on a ghost hunt or a tour because to me, I wouldn't want people bugging me to make noises. Exactly. Exactly. I treat them like the living. I leave them alone, yeah. Can we talk about cat balls? If you want. I just ranted about the baby talk. Oh, right. Sorry. I'd love to do a legit ghost hunt, but there aren't any places to go here. Where are you based, Mr. Prism? Where are you based? Granny G, just jumping in to recommend Oh, no, Cowboy Bebop. That's one I've seen, and I really enjoyed it, thinking about it. I forgot about that one. I actually watched Cowboy Bebop. My mate was a fan of that. He chucked the DVD on years and years ago, and I actually enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. When are we going to see the Seg Shocks Kenny revenge video? Yeah, when are we going to see that? How do we know that cat balls aren't being haunted by the ghost of cats? Exactly. Saturn phone or Reddit. Yeah, we'll get there now. We'll get there. I'm waiting for people to come in. Have patience. Let me just talk balls. I like talking balls. Have you got snow yet? No, we just got cold rain, Megan. It's very depressing. Oh, you're from the Netherlands. You have... I don't know what part of the Netherlands you're from, but you have a castle whose name I can't remember, which is really cool. You have to walk a few hours in the forest to get to it, but I don't know exactly where you are, but you have a lot of cool castles, but one of them is actually really bloody cool. You play guitar then, Dan. I see guitar behind you. Give us a tune. I also play guitar. I do. It's out of tune. It is out of tune. I haven't restrung it for a couple of years. But I do like... Nah, it's the strings are dead, unfortunately. There you go. They're a bit dead, but I like a good plunking. Actually, kind of like the Netflix. I didn't see the Netflix Cowboy Bebop. I heard a lot of fans didn't like it, but I didn't see it, unfortunately. We just got about 8 inches of snow. I'd love it to snow. If it snows, if it's only a little dusting or a little bit, I still have to go to work. I need 10 foot of snow for me to stay off work, which I'd love. If ghosts are real, are they aliens? That would be 2 birds with 1 stone. I've heard that, obviously. Ghosts are not ghosts. They're just interdimensional beings. Or alternate multiversal versions of ourselves. I love it. Imagine you're a ghost. You can do anything and bug folks forever. Yes, that's my hope. It is cold tonight. Jerry Sats, welcome. When investigating an old abandoned farmhouse, why do the apps not say turnip, bullocks, parsnips? It should be obvious why the apps don't say that. They usually only say ritual, haunted, run, pentagram, Lucifer. They say stuff like that because, you know, that's what gets you excited. Stairway denied. No stairway. Tripwrecked, welcome. How's it going? Definitely no stairway to heaven. I learned my lesson. You're back from whipping up a salmon emoji reel. Oh, nice. I need to implement them in the channel. I can't remember how I did the original ones. To be honest, I'll have to figure it out. That sounds good to my untrained ear. If it's in... I mean, they're in tune. It's just really dead strings. I haven't replaced them in a long time. What castle does he mean? I don't know. It's a big castle, put it that way. I didn't know you were good on guitar. I'm not good on guitar. I like guitar. I learnt a lot. I've been playing guitar probably about 25 years now. But I'm self-taught. But I do know music theory and all that bollocks, like, it's like a Sunday evening with Val Doonigan. I watched the first 2 episodes of Stranger Things last night. God damn, it's such a good side egg guy. I watched them all the day they came out because I knew I was going to get spoiled by some bloody thumbnail on YouTube, so I had to watch them. And I can't wait for the next few. I can't wait. What else do some fingers do? I draw. Lord Parple of Distant Lands. Yeah, I was going Tripwrecked. What have you been doing? Is your van working yet? Big castle with walls and is old. Exactly. Did you... Trust me, Megan. Parple, did your wife give you 40 spankings for your birthday? Naughty. CRL, sorry. Welcome, by the way. I did see you come in. Could be Castle Neuschwanstein. Neuschwanstein. I don't know. She recently left me out. Very sorry to hear that, Tripwrecked. Right, shall we have a look at that Reddit post? Now we're here. Right, I need to do that. Wait, oh shit. Because apparently, according to this whistleblower, unverified, the aliens have been surveying us for over 1 billion years. Over 1 billion years. I love how they made Home Alone wink in one episode of Stranger Things. Oh, right, sorry, yes. Also 11 in sweatsuit like Josh Brolin in the Goonies. Yes, I did notice the Goonies Josh Brolin thing. Oh, wait, the people saying sorry to Tripwreck now for divorced. For getting divorced. I'm sure he was joking, don't worry. Yeah, people, I'm almost certain Tripwrecked Parple was joking about she's left him. Don't worry, I'm almost certain. I'm not 100%. I was speaking to him earlier. He didn't mention it. So I'm almost certain he was joking. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just Parple and his usual shit. I had to restring my classical and acoustic if I can hate tuning up because I always end up snapping high E strings. Yeah, I used to do that. Used to do it. She's back now, Megan. She just went to get some chicken. See, I told you. Have humans been around that long? What, 1 billion years? No, I think, right. Well, let's right. We're finally going to get to the Reddit post. I got the wrong one up. Hang on. That's what I'm looking for. Right, this is the Reddit post, which I only found out about just before I went live. Can you imagine being so bored you watch murderous apes from 1 billion years ago? Yeah. Reddit is accurate. Unverified whistleblower, by the way. Right? Can I close that? Yes, I can. unverified whistleblower. So, from Rhea, her name is Rhea. You wanted disclosure? I am a whistleblower, recently retired from the inside, and you're only getting part of the truth. Brilliant. I'm going to put my glasses on for this now. Mr. Grey, is Earth a petri dish? If it was, we wouldn't know about it, CRL. Because, do you know what? Going back to it, sorry. We will get to that now. There is one theory I actually like, and is, again, if it turns out we ever figure this out to be true, nothing we can do about it. The reason we can only see so far, apart from light traveling, I know, is because we are living in a black hole. Inside of a gargantuan black hole. There's nothing we can do about it, and it wouldn't matter if it's true, but I think it's cool. So yeah, we could be in a petri dish, CRL. So Reddit is another mind out. Harry the First, yes. Reads like fan fiction already. This is gonna be, apparently this post has gone viral apparently in the UFO community. Hang on, I need my specialized music. There you go. Do you believe Pokemon are aliens? Well, Terry echoes. I missed the boat on Pokemon, so who knows, maybe. I used to play my Strat in a Jimi Hendrix tribute band. Oh, nice. My son played I used to be I still am a huge fan of Jimi Hendrix. Brian Cox has talked about us living in a black hole. Yes, he has. Not that the gravity of a black hole wouldn't crush us. Yeah, but Dragon Ranger, because the black hole is so humongous, literally hundreds upon hundreds of thousand light years in diameter, the gravity wouldn't affect us. But who knows? Because the further you look into space, obviously once you get past redshift, the redshift light, it's just blackness for us. Interesting. But it's probably light. But anyway. Dominator, welcome. Never heard that, but I did see a guy try to tie a game map from years ago to prove there was dragons in real life. Not sure why he was smoking. Hey, who knows? The Matrix is alive, right? Do I want her on that screen or that screen? I prefer it on that screen. 1 second, let me just change stuff over. I prefer it on that screen. Boom. Okay. Put it over there. Oh shit, I can't see shit now. Need that over there. Like so. 1 second. There you go. Right. The Matrix is really a documentary. Well, the cool thing I like about the Matrix simulation theory, I know it's been going for years. Was it going before the Matrix? I can't remember. Is we can't prove it's wrong anyway. I think I saw somewhere read. We'll get to it now. I read somewhere a while back saying we have proved we're not in the simulation. But if the simulation is that advanced, how can you prove that? We can't. So if we are in a simulation, we can't prove it, and it doesn't matter because this is life to us. You know, it's all about perspective of life. But anyway, right. Time to lose some brain cells. Lyron, welcome. Follow Digimon. I don't know. Maybe we're all inside a massive booger sphere. Yes, absolutely. I like to think we came from an asteroid hitting the Earth with foreign... That is absolutely a theory which absolutely could have happened, CRL. I think that is a genuine theory. Or hypothesis, I should say. Right. So, from an unverified whistleblower called Rhea. She's recently retired from the inside. Now, we don't know what the inside is. We don't know what government she's alluding to. I'm assuming she's going to say the American government because they all like the American government when it comes to the UFO stuff. There are other governments out there, you know, but it's the US government which has supposedly got all the UFO shit. But anyway, hi. So I heard y'all want disclosure. All right, hope you have time for this because there's a lot. grab a coffee, or maybe get comfy with a pillow somewhere. I've been watching the news and hearing a lot of things I know to be true shockingly being talked about openly by some higher-ups in the documentary. So I figured, what the hell? So I'm assuming she's talking about Age of Disclosure, which I haven't watched yet. I have not watched it yet, so I'll probably get around to it at some point. Kyle Arden, welcome. We're living in the biodome like the Pauly Shore movie. What's the newest ghostly hoax? Well, this is a UFO one, so... Life on Earth started when a private detective named Duggan punched a green slimy alien in the face. Don't you watch Doctor Who? The inside is the room next door to the upside down. Ooh, nice, Giuseppe. Nice, right. You can call me Rhea, not my real name, obviously. Why not? A little about me. I spent about 8 years in the military to pay for college and then another decade plus in a part of the US intelligence component that does not officially exist, black sites. On paper, I worked for a boring-sounding office and a department most people have never heard of. In reality, it was a compartment inside the compartment where the odd stuff of certain nature got routed. Or rooted, I should say, sorry. Already started very believable, yes. Leslie Dawn, welcome. My first time watching a live stream, you're talking about one of my favourite ever things, which is the universe. Leslie, I could talk about the universe all bloody day. Honestly, I could. Area 50, it could be Area 51. Snips, sorry. My actual speciality is electro-optics, lasers, sensors, EO imaging. EO, is that electro... What's that? What's EO? Anyone know what EO is? What's EO? Electro-optical imaging systems? Electric optical... I don't know. I don't know what that EO is. I don't know what EO is. The math and hardware behind how we detect things at a distance and in some cases put energy on them. That is what I trained in, what I did most of my serious work on once I was off the deployment treadmill. So when I say I know something about directed energy weapons and weird sensor returns, that's not, I heard this from a friend of a friend. That was my day job. Nice. Hang on, let me, so I know where I am. Electrical onion, possibly. Orbital. Electrical, or it wouldn't be electric, it'd just be orbital imaging systems if it was that, don't it? EO is the friend of Winnie the Pooh, yeah. Electro-optical says the all-knowing. Oh, so I was close then. What did I say? Oh, I said that, didn't I? Yeah, so I was right. Most of my career was boring in the way dangerous jobs are boring. Long days in windowless rooms, Iraq and Afghanistan in the early years. Doing the usual mix of SIGINT and HUMINT support. Phone records, pattern of life workups. Building target packets on people who'd never know my name but might notice a drone overhead later. After I got out of the uniform, I slid in over to contractor work, then got pulled into the permanent government side. Interesting. So we know she's US government because of, SIGINT and all that. Like I said, unverified whistleblower. I should point that out, right? Keep that in mind. The only ones I remember is the old school NES inputs from the porn screens that kind of bled into... Okay, I've missed questions. I've missed the conversation. Oh, excuse me. This person is very lucky. The only secrets I learned from retail were the codes for sell-by dates, yes. Where was I? Where? Bloody hell, but right. For a long time, my world was very normal. Counter-terrorism, sanctions, evasions, shady cargo going through weird ports, stuff like that. After that, foreign missile tests. And what you have probably seen described publicly as space domain awareness. Basically, watching dots move around the sky and trying to decide what dots, whose dots they were, and what they were doing. Interesting. She says, well, her name's Rhea. I'm assuming it's a she. They've said their name is Rhea. Account suspended? that didn't last long. The government found her. The government got to her, clearly. But they left the post up, weirdly. But anyway, I've lost where I was. I think I was there. The weird part stated, when I was detailed to a small intra-agency working group looking at what was called anomalous aerospace and undersea systems, translation, things detected and shown up on sensors that did not match any known platform. did not behave like clutter, and did not go away when you changed radar modes or swapped optical systems. I was there because I understood both sides of the equations, the physics of the sensors and the intelligence context. You get taught very quickly to treat anything unexplained as a glitch, a calibration issue, operator error, or software artifacts. Anything that keeps your world tidy. You get used to hearing weird glitch as a catch-all. Except after a while you notice some of those glitches kept showing up across different systems, different countries, decades apart. Same behavior, same basic location, same signature that never quite fits. At some point you either admit there is a real pattern or you drive yourself crazy trying to not see it. If you are useful and you start asking the wrong questions for long enough, someone eventually pulls you aside, takes you to a SCIF, don't know what that is, takes your phone, has you sign your life away again, and shows you the next layer of the onion. MIP came for a Jen. She's already been disappeared. She could be a fucking bartender for all we know. Exactly. This is a problem when whistleblowers, as I've said many times, I want to believe, but without proof, and it's Reddit, that's all we can do is read and observe. That's what a real whistleblower would say to avoid getting assassinated. Thunderstorm happening my end. I cannot hear nothing, no. Maybe I hit my mic arm, I don't know. They deleted the account but left the post up. Exactly, Steve. Right, she goes on. The onion goes to so deep, I doubt that even after years of briefings, I've been exposed to anything below a few layers. Even still, most of this is purposely kept off NIPR and JWICs and is done in person. That is where I learned about most of what you're interested in here and what seems to be bubbling to the surface in the news lately. That when I learned about what we call the Council, wow. Yes, aliens, and I suspect you're not likely to see a lot of what I know mentioned even by some who know it who have begun speaking, that was a tongue twister, out for reasons I'll get into later. So there is a council of aliens who have been observing us for over 1 billion years. Not just us, dinosaurs, obviously. Everyone in this live stream is now screwed because you were deep inside with me right now. We are in the shit right now. I mean, it's Reddit, it's fine. Okay, but how funny to log into your account after having your memory wiped and seeing this. Yeah, I wonder if Ria's still around if she's reading this and like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's almost similar to what I went through. I'm surprised they aren't holding meeting via Signal on public Wi-Fi. Yeah. Do those aliens have crystal skulls? Probably. I don't want to be deep inside. No, don't be deep inside me. Please don't. Casper Sight is going to love this. He's probably already covered it. Well, I say now, it was 2 days ago, so I don't know. Yeah, okay. I've never met them face to face. Everything I know about them is from briefings, documents, and one secure video session that I honestly wish I had skipped. But it lines up with too many independent data points to just shrug off as somebody's pet theory. The basic story is this. Earth was noticed roughly 2 billion years ago, long before anyone walked around on land, not because we're special, but because we tripped a sensor. We tripped a sensor. Right, before I go further, so I know where I am. What sensor, not us, but from 2 billion years ago, the living things around 2 billion years ago, what would they have tripped? The Earth was, 4.5 billion years old. What in those 2 billion years did we miss? Not us, but the species on Earth, what did they miss? That after 2 billion years, 2.5 billion years, we suddenly tripped a sensor. What could that be? The cat balls. 4.6 billion roughly, yes. 2 billion years ago, life on this planet would have been single-celled organisms. 2 billion years ago. I think we had more than... I'm pretty sure we had more than single-cell, didn't we? Didn't we? I know, I'll have to look out. This fairy tale story isn't new, just told slightly different, probably. It was an IR sensor. Must be one of those probes going further to the edge of the flat universes. Yeah. Ring doorbell. Supposedly there was no life on Earth 2 billion years ago. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe she means millions. Yeah, but if you're a whistleblower, you know, if you're a whistleblower from supposedly on the inside of whatever the hell she is, surely that detail of billions instead of millions, that would mean something. You check that detail if you're going to make a post about it. I mean, my only other guess is the reason she's saying billions instead of millions, that ChatGPT probably wrote this post. But I'm just speculating. I am just speculating. I am not Rhea. I am not on the inside. I'm just speculating, right? But we will continue. Or rather, life tripped their sensors. You see, the Council is not a single species. It's a collective of several advanced... She's watching Star Trek, isn't she? It's a collective of several advanced interstellar, maybe even interdimensional civilizations that run long-term surveys of stars and planets the way we run spy satellites. Huge distributed arrays of instruments working together, watching thousands of star systems at once for millions of years at a time. Their gear probably makes the James Webb telescope look like a kid's backyard telescope. I love it already. Is this written by AI? Ghost Wiener, the problem is it's a high possibility, yes. You can check, you can check the AI of text. We'll probably do that at some point now. But I want to get to the end of it first. A real whistleblower would claim the Earth is a few thousand years old. True. There aren't many GPT markers. One of those clown type slide whistles. That one you mean. I think it's more likely to just be a good creative writing. It isn't going around circles like AI does. That is true, Agony Ghost. You can usually tell when you're reading AI stuff. I know exactly what you mean. I do know what you mean. Spaghetti, welcome. I'm Italian CIA. The live needs to be shut down because Dan is giving away too much information. I have pasta, so don't shut it down. We need to read this. Imagine Leonore Clay reading it, yes. Right, where was I? I've lost my place, sorry. Right. Here we go. About 2 billion years ago, those instruments picked up biosignatures here, chemical fingerprints in the atmosphere that meant something was alive. Oh, so a time frame of stuff of the Earth and life 2 billion years ago is probably around about what she's saying. They picked up the signal of life, basically. Sorry, I did see comment. Shadow, welcome. Sorry if I missed people coming in, by the way, but this is important. Where was I? Atmospheric composition like free oxygen and methane, spectral fingerprints, chemical disequilibria that scream there's metabolism happening down there. You know, the basics. At that point, Earth went into a database as an interesting revisit later. And almost 2 billion and 4,000 years later, they did in Egypt, give or take. I'm way off, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Spaghetti, by the way. You get ads in chat. I have not allowed ads in the live stream, so I don't know why you're getting ads in chat. Where's that? Where did you see an ad in chat? Where did you get an ad in chat? Sorry, let me check this, because I do not allow ads in my chat. I didn't even know that was a thing, actually. Ads in chat, I don't see them. I don't see them, unfortunately. Deborah Mumula, welcome. I'm not getting an ad. No, I haven't seen an ad. I haven't seen any ads. No. Was someone else advertising something? My chat keeps going off for an ad. Really? J Smith, really? I don't know how, though. You can absolutely put ads on live. I know you can insert them, but you have to manually insert them. It always says, do you want to insert this ad? No, and I always say, no, I don't. So I don't know what the ads are getting in chat. That's something new to me, which I'll have to investigate because that's annoying. They've been doing ads on chat on mobile. Oh, it's on mobile for a while. Right. That's probably why I can't see it. It's on mobile only. Sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Yeah, it must be a new feature. I've got ads just a picture. That's fucking annoying, YouTube, man. Don't get me annoyed, YouTube. I'm reading whistleblower shit. Right, sorry. Where was I? Right, standard procedure for them when a world looks promising is pretty boring from their point of view, sorry. They send automated probes. Now, first of all, before we go further, I'm going to where I am. How does she know all this? Are we going to get to the bottom and she says the council has contacted her or her group or whatever? How does she know all this? That's what I want to know. Right, sorry. She probably does explain this. Not big crude ships like you see in sci-fi movies, just small, tough, very smart machines. Excuse me. Those probes come in, mostly target the oceans, and set up self-replicating facilities on the sea floor. She's definitely watching some movies. These facilities use local materials to build more facilities, more probes, craft that can operate underwater, in the air, in near space, and eventually avatars that can interact with whatever life evolves. These biological, or rather biomechanical avatars are what some people who claim to have been abducted have likely experienced, though they do have what we would call ASI. These beings are not gods, they are technology, and they aren't perfect. They make mistakes, glitch out, etc. So the stuff we've been seeing in all those YouTube videos of underwater aliens, now we know. She's been watching the Titanic cartoon sequel. Someone forgot to lock their laptop when they went to lunch and she snooped, yes. She is 40 billion years old. I don't know. I am predicting a source trust me, bro. We continue. The reason they base all the underwater for all of that underwater for a simple reason: the bottom of an ocean does not care about ice ages, political empires, climate swings, or wars. Temperatures and pressure changes slowly over what long periods of time? Over what long periods of time? Temperature and pressure changes slowly over what long periods? That's a weird sentence there for me. It's a fairly stable environment and for much of human history has been mostly inaccessible. Speaking of time, we Earth humans tend to think in terms of nothing longer than the current human lifespan. And when pondering non-human intelligence, we like to think in terms of deep space, distance and light years, but we seldom consider the lifespan and concept of time for a post-biological species could be quite different than hours, I think she means. Only our most astute thinkers in the realms of geology, paleontology, and cosmology think in terms of millions or billions of years. Geologic epochs, cosmological history. Well, we're getting into some word salad right now. That is child's play for the council, which is a different concept of time, more concerned with deep time, millions of years at a stretch. As such, the infrastructure is designed for that. Interesting. Jen, I can guarantee you spaced out. AI makes weird sentences. Well, there's a couple of spelling mistakes. Does AI do spelling mistakes? I know it makes weird sentences like that one above. But does it put in incorrect spelling mistakes? I'm not sure. There you are. We should develop deep sea settlements. Oh, absolutely. Ask them about dinosaurs. There's definitely a mashup of a whole load of sci-fi. I think I've seen about 2 TV shows here, a couple of sci-fi movies already in the stuff she's saying. But who knows? Maybe those movies and TV shows took inspiration because they had people on the inside. Clearly. Wasn't there that clam that was hundreds of years old and we killed the poor thing, trying to figure out to say, yes, it's annoying, I know. We cannot have nice things, unfortunately. And the term down there, yeah, that's what an alien would say. Exactly, no. Right. So yes, a lot of the transmedium objects and impossible accelerations you have heard about are just their hardware doing its job. Maintenance, observation, sampling, nothing heroic. The warp bubble, Alcubierre effect, was probably mastered by them before our solar system even existed. Okay. It's all tech for them, kind of like the wheel is for us. Also, no, we are not the center of anyone's universe. We knew that anyway. We knew that anyway. We already know we're not the center of not anyone's universe. We're nowhere near the center. There are about 1 billion planets in our galaxy that are more or less like Earth. Some just have microbes, some have more complex life, and smaller subsets of those have or once had civilizations. We are just one more entry, a fairly recent one in cosmological terms, in a very large survey. It's getting interesting now. So now she's going to Star Trek, yes. I think we've hit Star Trek a few times so far in this post. I think you're just reading the transcript of an episode of Bluey. I mean, possibly. I have no idea what Bluey is, though. Who's to say they travel here? Traveling is just our concept because that's all we understand. Who's to say they can't go place to place without traveling? We don't understand reality itself. True. I live on the sun. What do you mean? So far, I've heard some Ashton Forbes bollocks, some 4chan bollocks, and a couple of sci-fi tropes. The council is 100% the Federation bourgeon. So far. But again, maybe that's where Gene Roddenberry got it from, because he's an inside man. You don't know, bourgeon. You don't know. Right. Once early humans start doing interesting things, we move from planet with life to planet with potential. I didn't realize this post was so bloody long. My God! I should have checked this post first. I had no idea it was so long. Once early humans started doing interesting things, we moved from planet with life to planet with potential. They have watched this same story unfold in slightly different ways around 1,000 times from what I understand. Chemistry leads to biology. Biology creates technology, tool use, language, agriculture, cities, industry, energy, space, travel. Somewhere in there, you always hit the same fork. Either the species figures out how not to blow itself to pieces with the energy densities it is increasingly has to access, such as nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, antimatter, and more exotic matter energy, or it wipes itself. I'm definitely hitting my word quota for today. Let me tell you that one. I'm hitting my word quota. Oh dear. Number one comment on our post should have been, alright, I've marked where I am. Let's see what the first comment is. I just want to see what the first comment is. Right, hang on. Right, let's read the mods chat here before I go any further. We've decided to lock this thread now. As noted in the comments, the OP appears to be shadow banned by Reddit, which means their replies are not visible. This appears to be a site-wide action, not something the UFO mod can control. The posters generate a lot of interest, but the OP has not provided any evidence or verification for their claims. So at this point, it remains as an anonymous, unverified story. As mods, we have no way to independently confirm whether it's real or not. We are not going to put ourselves in the position of deciding what is or not credible. This is a very contentious line to draw, and not one we as mods can enforce fairly. What I want to know is, to OP, if you'd like to pursue, okay, verification. I feel like I just read a Scientology level. You start, so you finish. Oh my God, hang on. Apple kicks. It follows cult tropes for sure. War coming, good versus evil, secret societies, hidden demonic forces in plain sight, distrust authority. Everything will become clear soon. Hang on, isn't this what bloody Steve Huff talks about in their annual thing? Cody ITC and what's the other one? Hope. They always do these things. I contacted the other side and this is what they told us about 2026. Isn't that the same shit? I don't know if I want to go back and read the rest now. It's so long. It's like, what's the point? I want to see if somebody has figured out where they got all the information. Wasn't this experiment done with rats? I don't know what that means. I am an arid space commie, and I can confirm that this shit fucking rocks. Oh, God. Everyone fights, no one quits. The only good bug is dead bug. Right. Let's try and continue. Where was I? Oh, shit. I've lost where I was because I clicked on something. Bollocks. Where was I? I was there. Right. No, I've read that part. Our situation worried them. We are a little paradox. Extremely good at cooperation and also extremely good at organized violence. Our aggression stood out. Cooperation plus violence isn't unique, but we're very, very good at it. And once you get to things like nuclear power, that combo tends to end very badly. They've seen plenty of variations of that play out over at least a few billion years. What, nuclear power? Or she's just saying, no. Start from the beginning, absolutely not. She is a whistleblower, Spaghetti. She. Supposedly AI learned some Reddit data, probably. I've always wanted the higher level Scientology books. Seems like a fascinating read. It's been 48 years and MrGrey is still a read. I know. I'm never going to get to the end of this. About 10,000 years ago, our trajectory towards that became clear, and there was a major argument inside the council about what, if anything, to do with us. One side said the odds favoured self-destruction once we discovered and weaponized atomic-level technologies. The other side argued we were worth saving, or at least worth understanding better. The compromise was an experiment, one which has ramifications as to why all of this has been hidden for so long. Rhea is still going, Requiem. Still going. Just waiting for the Lord of the Rings bit. Yeah. I bet Alan would read faster. Who's Alan? Faster? Okay. Roughly 65,000 humans were removed from Earth and relocated to what is basically a I can't read that fast. A preserve on a planet around the star you know as 82 Eridani. Internally, we call those people Erids. That star is our catalogs if you feel like looking at, but the details of the target planet are not public for obvious reasons. I'm going to read one more paragraph because I think it's just going on bollocks now. The Erids were started in the kind of control paradise. Their world was large dispenser systems that can produce whatever basic materials they need to have. Food, clothing, tools, building materials. Entire structures of habitation. Think Star Trek. Replicators scaled up and wired up into the environment. In that setup, nobody starves, nobody is homeless in the way we understand. Nobody spends their life chasing money to meet needs. This was just the Erids' natural reality. There you go! Star Trek! We already said Star Trek. We already said Star Trek. Resistance is futile. Yes. I don't think there's any point going on. Because she's just talking, like somebody in the post down below said, she is hitting all the sci-fi tropes, and we've barely got through a quarter of it. She is hitting all the sci-fi tropes we all know and love. Knew we wouldn't last long without making a comment. These are the voyages of the world of MrGrey and its crew on its 10-year mission. So yeah, what do we think? There's no point going on. She's just hitting all the tropes. All the tropes. You can argue whether it's good or... yeah, it's just going on 1980s. I mean, the thing is, right? My biggest thing from this... Where does she get this information? If she worked on the inside... Right, if she worked on the inside, did they give her a textbook? Did they download all the information of the last couple of billion years into her brain? And this is why she's going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And why don't the mods believe her? That's weird. Let's read what other people are saying. Ask Hal Putoff. He was a level 8 Scientologist. There you go. I don't believe this whistleblowers, but I do believe some. Oh, there's definitely real whistleblowers. Of course there is. Whistleblowing is a real thing. Captain Dandolph Kirk. Can I be Spock? Yes, you can. The mods are part of the conspiracy. You're damn right they are. How can anyone take the shit for valid? I want to join the Erids. Should have been me. Yeah, we've read that. I want to see someone say, I've put this into AI and here's what I found. I'm going to do that right now. Right, let me go. Full screen. I'm going to copy the text. Like so. That is a lot of text, bloody hell. I'm going to go like this. Shall I ask Grok or GPT? What shall I ask? I don't pay for Grok. I don't pay for GPT, actually, but So look. Let's have a look. Can you analyze this? Analyze this to see if it... How should we word it? Can you... I'm going to ask it. Can you analyze this to see if it... how can we word it? Uses any real-world sci-fi tropes. If it uses any real-world sci-fi tropes and information. Could it be true? I don't know if it's going to allow me to paste all this, mind. Hang on. The following. To see if this uses anything. There we go. Is he going to allow me? Oh, well, we did. Bloody hell. Hang on. We just get to the bottom and go like that. And now we wait. Oh, no, it's instantly told me. Right. Hang on. It's instantly told me. Here's a clear, grounded analysis of the text you provided, its tropes, its scientific plausibility, and whether any of it could be realistically true. Here we go. Here's the real shit. Here is the real shit. The story is high-quality sci-fi mixing real intelligence, community language, and plausible technical detail with extremely common science fiction tropes. None of its major claims align with known physics, history, astronomy, and inside a verified whistleblower material. That's exactly what AI made by a human would say. What sources... I'll ask that next. No, Agony Goose. That's a good idea, actually. Sci-fi and ufology tropes used. The narrative is packed with tropes that appear over and over in the modern conspiracy, disclosure-themed sci-fi and UFO mythology. Inside of whom the compartmentalized intelligence program, a staple trope, shows up in Bob Lazar stories, NJ-12, almost every deep black program narrative. The language mimics real IC... I don't know what IC means, but in a superficial way. The Council... A multi-species interstellar UN. Mass Effect. Oh yeah, I forgot for that. Mass Effect is awesome. I forgot about that. Babylon 5, Star Trek Federation analogs, countless abduction narratives. Also mirrors New Age alien channeling lore from the 80s into the 2000s. It seems to be telling... Yeah, it does, yeah. Didn't Grok recently say that Elon Musk would be the best poop eater? I don't know, CRL, I don't know. But didn't Grok also say Elon Musk is the greatest human alive? I think it did. Ancient alien monitoring, biosignature detection used in 2001 Space Odyssey, Mass Effect, Prometheus, Ancient Aliens. Of course, there's Ancient Aliens. Of course. Steve, I'll ask that next now, but I'm interested in what it says. Underwater alien facilities, USO, undersea, the Abyss, Pacific Rim, post-27 transmedium. I don't know. Human transplanted to another world, Erids. Used in Battlestar Galactica, Stargate, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Clark and Asimov short stories, many New Age channeling claims, breakaway civilization tropes, also mirrors Gnostic style, we were placed here narratives. Foggy morning, welcome. Lazar sells his ideas with extra sugar on top. Yeah. Best poop eater. I will absolutely ask if it's AI generated now. It might be able to tell. I don't know. Alien species arrive in 2020. So, see, I didn't get to that part of the post. And this is what I'm saying. This is what Huff Paranormal and Cody ITC and Hope Paranormal, those ITC channels, they do almost every single year around Christmas time, saying, I've spoken to the other side. This is what they tell me about 2026 or 2027. This nuclear war could possibly be coming. They always do it because they know it's really good engagement farming. And apparently in that Reddit post somewhere, they say the aliens are arriving in 2027. So there, see, that is perfect. Because you can't prove she's full of shit right now. Because it hasn't happened. And that's what these people always bloody do. Right. The old 2012 Mayan prophecy, I mean, we're already past that, claims the Grush-adjacent rumour networks. Art Bell callers predicting specific arrival years. Many doomsday or disclosed timelines. Scalar weapons, vacuum energy weapons, commonly used in fringe physics, new age materialized sci-fi, zero-point energy, conspiracy narratives. I've seen people on Joe Rogan recently speaking about zero-point energy. I was like, that's from fucking Stargate. That's from Stargate. It's really funny. Checking against real science and intelligence reality. There you go. Physics problems. Here we go. I hate AI. MrGrey hates TikTok. Don't get me started. Yeah. The second point is really interesting. It tells you that those people know shit about physics. It's almost 2 years ahead, far enough to be taken serious and far enough away to be forgotten. Yes, exactly. Warp bubbles. Alcubierre drive requires negative mass or exotic energy that we have no evidence exists. No scientific basis on scalar phase, so we obviously didn't see that. Dumping energy from the vacuum violates known quantum field behavior. Self-replicating underwater, blah blah blah. Materials cannot survive geological subduction cycles. Earth recycles the sea floor every 200 million years. So she was wrong about that, where she says the underwater doesn't get affected by seasons and the changing of, from the ice age and stuff. She was wrong about that. She was wrong about that. All hypotheticals, yes. Astronomy conflicts. 82 Eridani, real star, yeah. No known exoplanet matches the paradise world described. 82 Eridani is only 6 billion years old, not old enough to have run billion-year alien sociological experiments involving Earth. Mike, this is 100% conjecture. Apart from the real science stuff, obviously. Anthropology and history issues. 65,000 humans abducted 10,000 years ago would leave clear genetic signatures today. None exist. There's zero sign on the archaeological record of such a removal. So obviously we didn't get that far. But she said 65,000 humans were abducted 10,000 years ago. Again, how does she know that? Did the council tell her? Did she see this, like somebody said earlier on, in an open laptop? When the council member went for some food? Interesting. Yeah, it is insanity, Snip. I agree. Intelligence community red flags. The IC is intelligent community jargon is surface level and inconsistent. Intra-agency working group on anomalous aerospace and undersea systems. Overly cinematic name. They've been watching, she's been reading too much Alex Jones, isn't she? Claims about things not being a JWIX, basically impossible for long-term programs. Contractors do not get moved into permanent government compartments like this. I don't know what SIF procedures described incorrectly. Oh, here we go. Could any of it be true? No. But that's exactly what AI would say. That's what AI would say. They are trained to fool us as humans, clearly. This is the conspiracy, not the Reddit post. The fact that AI is not backing her up and saying, oh, she's full of shit, so we won't riot. It's her archive, no problem. More like Moss Effect. Long answer. Certain elements reflect real when concept. Biosignature detection is real science. Military sensor anomalies are real but almost always explainable. The US does have deeply compartmentalized programs. The UFO topic has recently become more mainstream. But none of the narrative's core claims match known reality and many contradict established physics, astronomy, genetics, and geopolitics. This is an extremely well-crafted fictional disclosure narrative using plausible technical hints, Cold War politics, modern UAP culture, classic science fiction motifs, conspiracy aesthetic, whistleblower insider framing. Why it feels convincing. We don't need to read that. We already know. Final verdict. This is fiction. High-quality, trope-heavy, narratively coherent fiction. It uses, if you want to know, compare... Right, hang on. One last final thing. I think it's just summed it up, but... Can you 100% tell that this was made using an AI generated what's the term I'm looking for? Anyone know? Anyone know what the term I'm looking for? AI generated website, we'll call it. There you go. Okay. Prompt. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Prompt. For the final question. Sean's answer, no. I cannot say 100%. We've been fooled. That was made by using AI, but I can tell you with high confidence the writing strongly resembles modern AI-assisted narrative style, but it could also have been written by a human with good storytelling skill, deep familiarity with UFO lore, some surface level knowledge of military and what they call it, I can't remember what they said. Intra-agency community, intelligence community. Sorry, I cannot definitively prove AI involvement, but the style shows many AI-like fingerprints. Below is the detailed reasoning. Why it feels AI generated. Length plus consistency. Yeah, that was the first thing. Extremely long monologues, consistent voice, no typos, smooth transitions. Even I did see at least one typo and one weird sentence, so I'm sure I did. Even pacing. Humans can, but it's rare to scale without revision. True coherent flow. The narrative never contradicts itself, never loses tracks of subplots, never stalls or rambles, always expands when a topic is mentioned. Do you know what? It's right. That's what he was doing. And I know a human can expand on the topic, but constantly expanding on each topic? I don't know. Uniform emotional tone. Human whistleblowers fluctuate in tone, intensity, hesitation, structure, voice. Hallmarks of AI exposition dumps. Long paragraphs, deeply detailed but generalized world building, stable cadence. Okay, yeah, explaining everything. This text reads like, tell a long, dramatic alien disclosure story from the perspective of a former... There's the prompt! Former intelligence insider. The tech explanation style is AI patterns. Okay, yeah, we're not going to read it all. The moral arc and emotional personal anecdote formula. Dramatic death of a colleague, a compelling reason to reveal the truth, a ticking time clock, a personal cost. This screams of of movies and TV shows we all love and know today. Absolutely. But yeah. Are we being surveyed? I posed this question to you people in the chat. Are we 100% being surveyed by aliens for the last 2 billion years? Or is Rhea off her tits? Answers below in the chat, please. Yes, we are. I want to believe, goddammit. I want to believe. Possibly. Strongly doubt. To be honest, I mean, I've said all the time, I refuse to believe we're it. But that post, like, I mean, we didn't have to put it into AI to check, to be honest, into GPT to check that, to be honest with you. We could already see the sci-fi tropes, let's be honest. Could be with this stories box. Yeah, I agree. By the government? Yes, well, of course. Listen to me only when I need to buy something. Exactly. Just by the Holly algorithm. I don't know what that is. Slick welcome. Klato Barata Nitro. Does it count that we are being observed from very... Does it count if we are being observed from very far away? Well, if they are, they're seeing us from a long time ago, at least, wherever they are. You think after 2,000 million years you get bored of watching anything? True. Oh, God. Taking a gummy and relaxing? Okay. Maybe for the aliens, we humans are their version of Jerry Springer. 100%. 100%. If aliens are observing this right now, they only get to see the TikTokers and the Twitterinos, those kind of videos, and they probably think, oh my god, what the hell have we done? Why did we put Earth on this planet 2 billion years ago? They're regretting this decision already. Firefly was real, goddammit, Craig. Damn right. Earth season 2 billion. Maybe we like cat videos to them, probably. But yeah, look, on a serious note, again, I refuse to believe we are it. The universe is too big. It's too big. I don't think we should be such egomaniacs to think we are it. I truly believe that. I don't care what equations more smarter people come up with. I really don't. Because it's, like I said in the beginning of this stream, those are just scientific guesses. And, but that's, Reddit posts, that's probably going to be all over a lot of YouTube channels in the coming weeks. I'm waiting for it to go up on Mindseed. he's going to probably say, oh, could this be real, dude? And other channels alike. Maybe we are the Petri dish experiment of the universe, yeah. Unleash the Reapers to burn the universe. Yeah, do you know what? I need to play Mass Effect again. It's been a long time since I played Mass Effect. Such a good franchise. Was Bob Lazar legit, do you think? Well, the thing is, right? When Bob Lazar came out, fairly recent for a lot of people. I remember reading about him in the 90s. In the early 90s, but his name, I can't remember if they released his name, because I said before, I was a big X-Files fan growing up, so I had these like monthly unexplained magazines delivered to my door every single month. I loved them. I had a catalogue that big, and one of them had pretty much exactly what Bob Lazar was saying. An interview with a supposed Area 51 or Groom Lake worker or former worker. I genuinely know, because this was the early 90s, I can't remember if they named him Bob Lazar, but when Bob Lazar years later talked about it, I thought, oh, that's the same story I read about when I was a kid. But I can't remember if he said his name was Bob Lazar back in the early 90s. Maybe he did, but I'm just going on memory, so I don't know. What about Dr. Stephen Greer? Is that the... Right. Oh, I'm thinking of Grush. I can't remember Is Stephen Greer the former US intelligence guy? Is that Stephen Greer? I can't remember now. Bob is 100% conman. Well, the thing is, he talked about... welcome back, James. He talked about discovering a new element, but apparently this new element was on the verge of being discovered anyway by actual scientists. I'm going off memory, so I don't know. I'm going off complete memory, so I'm not sure. I doubt we're the only form of life in the universe too, but it doesn't make me believe those abduction stories. Me neither. It doesn't, unfortunately. As much as I want to believe. Like it says. But again, why would they be sticking things up our bottoms and stuff like that? Like, it's a bit weird, aliens. If you're listening, aliens, it's a bit bloody weird. I'm just saying. Is Nick Pope legit? Who the hell is Nick Pope? Nick Pope. Who is Nick Pope? He's a footballer. I'm assuming you're not talking about him. Nick Pope. That's all that's coming up as a footballer, so I don't know. I don't know. Not the footballer. I assumed you weren't on about the footballer, but that's all that comes up for some reason. Greer is Alien Jesus. That's Corbell. There's a few, Steve. I don't know. I like how Lazar claimed they went to libraries and managed to erase his photos from yearbooks. See, I can't remember that. You can't make money if you come clean. Exactly. I did a deep dive into Element 115. It was already in papers. Yeah, that's. I don't know if it was the 115, but yeah, I remember him talking about an element, and it was already either on the verge of discovery or being talked about before he spoke about it. I'm pretty sure. Did Tom DeLonge talk about an alien substance? Yes, he did. Yes. And again, Tom DeLonge. I used to like Blink-182. But I remember when he went on Joe Rogan all those years ago. And he was speaking like he's part of this group of people or something who know shit. And this thing is coming in a couple of years' time. Nothing happened. Like I said, when it comes to UFO stuff, I genuinely do want to believe. I say all the bloody... I'm repeating myself all the time. I do want to believe. Like and welcome. But whenever you see someone with a bit of bloody power, or a bit of a voice, especially with the way social media is now, when someone has a voice and they say a load of shit, unverifiable shit, by the way, but you get millions upon millions of people online believing it. So it's really hard to sift out the possibility of something which could be real because of the amount of bollocks flying around the internet, because people with a podcast or people with a bit of power say this is a fact, I've seen these documents, but they never released anything about it, they never show anything about it, and that's the problem I have with it, basically. I just realised I'm bobbing my head as I'm getting bloody serious all of a sudden. Bob cannot have a sample of stable element 115 as he claims. If there is a stable version, it would exist for only a couple of minutes max. Instead of probing our brains, they want to probe butts. Exactly. One alien to another, I found a signal from a planet. I translated it and it's called Earth. Another alien. Sounds boring, yeah. Receipts are necessary, CRL. Exactly. And so far, from all these powerful people, from all these people who constantly go on podcasts saying, bro, this is a fact I've read about it. Someone's told me about this. I've yet to see receipts. And it's annoying because I want to fucking see those receipts. I'm swearing now because I'm getting annoyed at UFO shit. Oh shit! What have I done? Sorry. I accidentally hit my keyboard then. But yes, I want receipts. That's what I'm getting at. I want receipts. Peter Tripwrecked Popple asked me the same question earlier, actually. I just remembered, should I play Alan Wake 1 before 2, or is it possible to just jump? You can absolutely jump to the second part. I don't think you have to have played the first game to get Alan Wake 2 myself. I haven't muted myself now. No, I haven't. But like I said to Popple, it might be just a good idea if you want. You don't have to, but if you want, just to look up a quick YouTube video, like a 10-minute brief of what happened in Alan Wake 1. But no, you don't need to play Alan Wake 1 to enjoy Alan Wake 2. Absolutely. So far, all the UFO footage is filmed on a toaster and can be... Yeah, that's the other problem I have. Oh, CRL. Nope scared the shit out of me. What do you think of the alien in Nope? I love that one. That's the, what's his name? He made Get Out and stuff. I can't remember his bloody name now. Yeah, I watched Nope about early this year, I think it was, for the first time. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And it was a really interesting take on the UFO. Jordan Peele, thank you. It was a really interesting take on the UFO phenomena. It's really good. I'm not going to spoil it. If people want to watch Nope, I highly recommend it. It's a really good take on the UFO phenomena. I think you should watch it if you haven't. But yeah, I really enjoyed Nope. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I love the fresh take, CRL. Absolutely. They tried to shut down the stream, yeah. Thought the government... No, it was just someone mind controlling my fingers to the wrong keyboard. You can tick off MrGrey gets angry at UFO bollocks. Yes, you can. Do these probes the aliens use have fluffy tails attached? I have not played this. Oh wait, have I played Destroy All Humans? I think wasn't there a version out many years ago on old consoles? So I might have. I'm not sure. I know they did a remake. Oh, excuse me. Play Red Aliens. Come all this way. So kidnap some hillbilly in America when they could kidnap the president. Exactly. Maybe they have. Maybe they have already. I As an alien horse human hybrid. But anyway, what's the time? Right. I really enjoyed that. I think we got to the bottom of the possibility of aliens observing us from 2 billion years ago. And it's all true. It's all true. I think so. But I need to eat. I need to eat. It's been almost 2 hours since I've last ate. Gotta read. Got no sleep next time. No sleep. What's that, here? You'll have to message me what that is. You can't go yet, Dan. Definitely got to the bottom when probes mentioned. Steve, I need to eat, actually. I'm wasted away. Are we waving out? Almost. I got no food yet. I got nothing. I'm wasting away. Look all the weight I've lost in these last 2 hours. My chubby cheeks are slightly less chubby today. I'm actually coming to Duck Starman and not bringing back. Anyway, and on that bombshell, I really enjoyed this. It was a random stream because Beto was ill, so I thought, bugger it, I'm going to go live with a Reddit post. Burger time. Oh, I'm trying not to. Eat one of your slippers. You didn't cover the possibility that aliens are us from a future. Well, possibility. Well, for another stream, maybe. But anyway, the ghost moved that bottle and not me. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by for a random stream. Always appreciated. Really enjoyed it. Do aliens exist? Are we being visited? Are we being observed? And are things going up our buttholes at the wrong time? Anyway, thanks for the gift. Thanks for the membership. Always appreciated. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.